Hey. Oh, hello. We decided to try to be outside today. It's such a beautiful day. It was such a beautiful day yesterday as well. And we are counting the Omer with Shir HaShirim, the Song of All Songs. We're on day 23 of the counting of the Omer, each day with a different sensibility.
Shir HaShirim.
You know, I told the kids a story this morning about Hillel and Shammai, the two different houses. And I wanted to teach them about Chesed and Gevurah, but I just wasn't sure I could do it over the Zoom if they would get that. You know, I used the word tolerate, and they asked me, what does tolerate mean?
Well, they're in their 20s, right?
Yeah, they're 5 and 6.
Oh, they're 5 and 6.
Yeah. So they asked me, what does tolerate? It was a hard thing to describe.
Yeah.
I was trying to teach them. I was teaching them the love your neighbor. And, you know, they got lots of great things for that. But then I said, why does it say kamocha as yourself?
And we use that re'acha a lot in our text
and
here.
That's what made me think of it. Really is that
Rayati.
That's Rayati, you know, my beloved. Yeah, what is your, you know, it's your sweetheart, your beloved, not just your neighbor, right? It's your beloved.
Your squeeze.
Yeah. So we are going to count this day. We are in the next, in the 4th week, right?
Yeah.
The 4th sensibility. So we're in Nitzach, you think you know. And each day paired with another attribute.
Netzach is the second triad that we deal with. Netzach has a sense of confidence attached to it.
Yeah.
A long look.
Sometimes you need that.
Sometimes
you need that.
Netzach.
But you cannot have the sin of certainty. Too much certainty gets us into trouble. It's the same thing with Chesed and Gevurah. You have to have the balance. That's what I wanted to teach the kids this morning. Then too much Chesed, not
Hello,
good.
Larry.
Too much Gevurah,
hello,
not
Alyssa.
good. You got to have a balance. You got to find the balance.
We're drinking
some days you need more
dark tea.
Okay.
A dark tea packaged in England. Comes from Ceylon, Sri Lanka. Dark enough that it can tolerate some milk, the English style. Everything is created according to your word. Amen. Very good. Okay. Hello, Diane. Good morning. Good morning. I'll bring you coffee in a second, just till we're done here. So let's see here. Okay. Oh, והערב נא אדוני אלוהינו את דברי תורתך בפינו ובפי עמך בית ישראל ונחיה אנחנו וצאצאינו וצאצאי עמך בית ישראל כולנו יודעי שמך ולומדי תורתך לשמה ברוך אתה אדוני המלמד תורה לעמו ישראל. Amen. Oh God, make the words of your teachings pleasant on our lips, the lips of all of those that come into our circles, so that we can spend the time in learning for what advantage? For, let's see, for prosperity, for wealth, for no advantage other than the gates to understanding that learning opens, the gates to the spiritual transformative elevation that learning accesses on our way through the 49 gates to the 50th gate when we earn our durable wisdom. Blessed are you who teaches in this fashion. Amen. Amen. Whoop. Okay. Okay, here we go. So, Susie, where are we starting today?
Well, you have to count the Omer.
Correct.
Day 23.
We're in a different location, so we're in an undisclosed location here in the heartline, the omphalos, the belly button of America.
We're in the 4th week, as we said.
And we're counting Gevurah today within Gevurah.
23, the 23rd day. So we're getting there, you know.
Yeah. So here we are. Let's explain a little bit, just a tiny bit, about the energies. We go through 7 weeks, 7 energies. Each week is given over to one of the energies of the Sphirot, the Sephirotic tree. So this week we're in the energy of Netzach. Netzach in the second triad. We're thinking in triads through the Omer, not dyads. Triads because with every two there's a third synthesizing pole that's located in the center of the body, as we can locate these energies within godliness, as it were, as if you could say, so we locate them also within human beingliness. We locate them in the body. So today we're in the second day of the week of Netzach. That's Gevura, this balancing notion to the chesed of yesterday, the poor giving nature of yesterday. Gevura, a little restraint. Sometimes love is yes, and sometimes love is no. You know what I'm saying? So let's see where we at here. Gevura shebech netzach. Second triad, confident, out front yesterday. Yesterday implies today. Today implies tomorrow. We live today. And today, caution, restraint. Take a breath. Be with yourself in the day. The day is restrained and hidden within beauty. That's a good one. And hidden within beauty. Chesed, love. Gevura, restraint. Tiferet, beauty. Netzach, you think you know. Hod, you don't. Yesod, foundation in the body. Malchut, the spigot. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kitshenu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu asfirat haomer. Hayom shlosha v'yasrim yom, shehem shlosha shavuot, v'yom u'shnei yamim la'omer. Today is day 23, shlosha shavuot, v'yom shlosha yamim la'omer. 23.
We're nearing the halfway mark.
Yeah, man.
We're nearing the halfway mark.
Yeah.
And we can feel the shift. I think the cold days are over, right? We're feeling the shift. Feeling the shift.
Bless our president. Today is 23 of the Omer, which is 3 weeks and 2 days. 2 days of the Omer. Talking of the Omer. Bless our president, our vice president, and all their noble retinue.
Yeah. It's good.
Oh, here's a new poem today. The Counting of the Omer, as taught by Randy Newman, Paul Simon, Prince, Richard Thompson, Laura, Joni, and Ben Bagbag. Fountain, its origins, love, chesed, loving kindness overflowing, negotiations by Gevura, restraint, lifted up and balanced into, bless you, into Tiferet, beauty. With Netzach this time ready, second pass, you think you know, you don't know, looking for soul in Hod, settling into synthesis, Yesod in your slacks. With Malchut, the spigot is yours. Turn it. Don't turn it. Amen, Susie.
Amen.
Let's go to work.
So it's important, I think, to be connected to these sensibilities at this time. You know, it's the time of the Omer is a time of mourning. You're not supposed to get married in these weeks.
It has a cast of mourning, somewhat a atmosphere of mourning. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
It has that atmosphere.
Right. And then will shift on Lag BaOmer, the 33rd day of the counting of the Omer. It's attached to a historical thing. We'll talk about when we get there, but there's a shift when we get to that day. So we're going to begin chapter 6 today, and of course these are very famous lines. So let's just do 1, 2, and 3.
Okay, kid.
So
Ana halach dodi. Ana halach dodi.
Where is? So here's the women, her chorus. Her ladies, her friends, her sisters, and you might read this as, where is he now? Where is he now when you need him? Because remember, she went out, she got beat up, she couldn't find him, he came and he left, and she couldn't get dressed in time, she wanted to get her feet dirty, so now she's out there looking for him. And her friends, you could read this as, where is he now? But I don't think so, because she answers them.
Yeah.
She answers them beautifully and with tenderness and true love. So,
or maybe like the way you read it with irony yesterday, the previous portion yesterday, maybe that she doesn't pick up the irony. She ignores it. They may speak with irony, and she ignores it. She's straight ahead.
Right, because she's pure.
She's pure. She's committed
pure.
here.
She's Shulam. She's Shlemut. She's the Shulamite.
Shulamite, a woman.
Right. So where is he now? Oh, fairest among the women. And they could be making fun of her because, as beautiful as she is, she's beautiful to him and he's beautiful to her. And that's what this is about. It's about seeing how you see your beloved, and when someone is beautiful to you, they're beautiful to you.
And maybe they make the transition here too, also to seriousness, because they say, "Okay, we see how serious you are. So, how can we seek him with you?
Right.
All right, we're in with you. How can we help you?
Right.
Find him.
All right. Yeah. So
that's
where
a
is
nice
he now?
reading. I like that reading.
Yeah. Oh, fairest among the women. Where has your beloved turned?
Dodi yarad lugano. My beloved has gone down to his garden.
But then they say that where do you think he's gone? That we may seek him with you. So they're sticking to it. They're staying with her. And she answers, Dodi.
Di.
All right.
Yarad Ligano.
He's gone down to his garden.
He's gone to his
garden.
So
that's a little confusing because she was his garden, right? In the previous things, she was the garden, right? So now we have he's gone down to his garden, to beds of spices, to feed in the gardens, and to the spices that are in the references to spice gardens and spices.
Now here it turns to a plural too. He's going to feed in the garden. It's plural.
Yeah.
Lil Kol Shoshanim. He's going to
gather the lilies.
He's going to
gather the lilies. Right.
Yeah.
What are the lilies here?
Harvest
the Shoshanim. Lilies. Because remember, she was Shoshana Ben HaKochim. She was the Shoshana amidst the thorns. So what are the Shoshanim here?
So
are they really lilies, or are they other women?
Well, here in verse 3, they make the commitment to what this is. This is
it.
Him and me. Ani L'Dodi. I belong to him. L'Dodi Li. He belongs to me. Haroeh. Shoshanim. He who feeds, who pastures among the lilies.
Yeah.
We're in this together. Ani L'Dodi, L'Dodi Li.
So, they suggest here that it's that somehow in verse 3, she's suggesting to them that this is her job. They're not to search with her. That is her duty alone. Jealousy within her speaks now. Of what right are you so interested in him? Perhaps the thought troubles her. Has she overstepped the mark in singing his praises and arousing the curiosity of the ladies? In fear of losing him, she retracts some of her enthusiastic statements about him. I don't know.
I don't think
I
so.
don't think though. That's That's kind of a traditional reading of this, which really kind of surprised me.
Well, there's a lot of ways to read this, and I think that's not one that resonates for the way we're reading it.
I don't think so either. I don't think so. I think this is probably my favorite line in all of Shir HaShirim, just by the way that you interpret it. I mean, you see it on a lot of ketubas. You see it ketubot, right? Wedding contracts. You see it. You see it a lot because it takes what we've been working towards. We've had a lot of anila dodi, and we've had a lot of these things, these references, but here is where it really comes to be spoken. Anila dodi v'dodi li. I am my beloved and my beloved is to me, but the way that you translated it, I think, is the way that I feel it, and that is, I belong to you and you belong to me.
Yeah.
And that's what it is, and that's what happens. That's what.
Yeah. We don't. We have other ways to designate possession in Hebrew other than have and those kinds of words. We don't really have those in Hebrew.
Right.
So we have this prepositional way
Right.
of denoting belonging or possession or proximity or.
Right. Right. But I mean,
I am yours, you are mine.
what does it mean to belong to each other? What is required of that? And why is it connected to this haroeh b'shoshanim? What is that phrase that feeds among the lilies, or I don't know, translate that, that grazes
Pastures.
b'shoshanim.
I'm pasturing among the lilies.
Yeah, I mean, what is that? What is that? Let's see, what block? There's something here. My beloved is mine and I am his. Maybe even as he feasts in a field of lilies, so that maybe that's it. They've fallen away from each other a little bit. Maybe here, there's been some breach. There's been some brokenness here, and even though he may be pasturing in a field of shoshanim, lilies somewhere, other shoshanim, I don't know, they still belong to each other. They find their way back to each other. Maybe.
Well, there's ganim in verse 2. There's plural gans.
Yeah. Well, that's
There's
the
gardens.
point. That's the point. I mean, and we know that she was his garden. I mean, she clearly was his garden.
But
Right? So there's multiple gardens
yeah,
here.
but you don't have to limit the image either. Gardens are not necessarily a he or a she.
Responsibilities.
Okay, yeah, all kinds of
Other
distractions.
relationships, distractions. Yeah, that's good. I like that. I think that's good. I think that's good. So, let me give you what the blocks translate here for the first 3 verses. Where has your lover gone, O beautiful one? Say where he is, and we will seek him with you. She answers, my love has gone down to his garden, to the beds of spices, to graze and to gather lilies. My beloved is mine, and I am his, even as he feasts in a field of lilies. She's not giving up on him. She's not giving up on him because she knows they belong to each other, and she trusts that. She trusts it. So we are on this journey now through chapter 6. It's only 8 chapters. Song of Songs. It's a short book, but sure has a lot of images. There's a lot of images. So thanks for for being with us here. We should do a Misha B'Av, a healing
We
prayer.
always finish with a prayer for healing. Refuat HaNefesh or Refuat HaGuf. For those we know, for those we don't know. In front of me, the angel Michael. No. To my right, the angel Michael. To my left, the angel Gabriel. In front of me, the angel Uriel. Behind me, Raphael. And who's above my head?
Michael, no.
Shekhinah.
Shekhinah down. Right.
Shekhinah. Baruch atah Adonai Rofei Cholim. Blessed are you, great healer. All right, we almost made it in 20 minutes today. Say ciao. Ciao, babies. Thanks for coming, everybody.
Yeah.
Tomorrow we'll pick up again with Tiferet,
Yes.
Shiba Netzach, within the energy of Netzach. Beauty, a balance, the balanced poem.
It sure is beautiful outside, but it's a little noisy. I think it's a little distracting.
Well,
It's
there's a
certainly
lot
distracting
happening
for our puppies.
around here.
Yeah.
But you know, it's real life. There's a lot of Gan Eden.
Yeah.
So thanks for coming, and join us tomorrow. Say bye-bye. Say bye-bye. Bye-bye.